What's up, everybody? Squirrel Man's back again. I'm here in Mississippi, I think. I'm off the highway somewhere. That's where I'm at. I'm here to let you know about, basically it's been about 30 days with KMB, my first 30 days. And honestly, it's not that bad. The complaints are mundane compared to, or given the fact that of the job. You're an OTR truck driver, so you got to pick your battles wisely, you know what I'm saying? So no, I don't really have too much to complain about that I can think of. The paychecks are nice. I just got paid yesterday, and it was close to $1,600 for the week, and I've had bigger checks than that. That's actually the smallest one I've had since I got here. So that was nice. But yeah, everything's staying consistent. They don't really leave you anywhere for a long period of time. Tomorrow I'm on my way to Tennessee. There's really not a whole lot I can report, I guess. It's like I said, it's very consistent. And I've had jobs that kept you waiting in the wind all the time and kept you playing guessing games all the time about where am I going. It's not like that. They're pretty good at, before your job is even done, they have that other job lined up for you. And if you're a driver manager watching this, the best thing you could ever do for your drivers on a Friday, if you're going home on a Friday and you're going to be there all weekend, always give your driver enough to get him through the weekend, so he doesn't have to call that weekend dispatcher. That is number one on the book for all driver managers of what you need to do. And they do that. They don't keep me waiting in the wind all weekend. So that's really good. Right now I'm just taking my break. I basically used up all my weekly time. I only had a few hours left, so I need to take a little bit extra longer break. It kind of sucked that I had to pull over when I did, because I got stuck waiting at the shipper for longer than I wanted to today. And that's okay. Stuff like that doesn't bother me anymore for one reason, because I get guaranteed salary. If you give me guaranteed salary, you're not going to hear a whole lot of bitching out of me, If I'm just out here on the miles, just making mileage pay, there's no way, dude. I wouldn't put up with it for very long. I mean, it maybe lasts 2 tours. And that's it. I'm going home. That's why I left Bar None, because I wasn't making any money, and they left me in parking lots all the time. You don't make any money when you're sitting in a parking lot. But if you're gonna give me guaranteed salary, I don't mind sitting around. It's whatever. The other night I had a load get canceled on me, and the guy come out there. He's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I don't care, dude. I was like, I'm gonna go right over there and go to sleep. I was like, I'm still going to make the same money regardless. I was like, you just did me a favor, because now I don't have to drive all night. Now I can go over there and go to sleep, and I didn't do nothing wrong, right? He was like, oh, okay, I guess, it's whatever, And that was nice. That's another thing. A lot of the places that this company sends you to, the receivers or the shippers or whatever, you could sleep there. Not all of them, but there are a good amount of them, I say 65% of them, which is a damn good number, because I've worked for companies where nobody will let you sleep on their property, ever. And that sucks, because when it comes that time of day, you got to go look for a place to park, and you're a million miles from nowhere, and you can't find a place to park. And that sucks. And you got 30 minutes left on your clock, and you're like, I have no idea where I'm going to park this truck, Most of the time, it always manages to work itself out. But, man, I've been caught in those predicaments where I pulled over in parking lots, thought I was going to sleep, and then 30 minutes later, some jackass wakes you up and says, no, dude, you got to go, or I'm calling the cops. And I'm like, I ain't got no time on my clock, man. Trust me, if you're a trucker, we've all been there. So you know what I mean. Anyway, I'll try to keep you updated with the progress, what it's like, working for KMB. Like I said, first tour out, about 30 days in. I got another 30 days to go. And honestly, the time here goes by pretty damn fast. It hasn't really bothered me. When I was with other companies like Barn On and being out by myself, it dragged ass, man. I'm telling you, it dragged ass. And it used to bother the shit out of me. And I think the reason why it was so bad is because just the places they were sending me and the predicaments and the events that were happening would make the time go by so slow. That mixed with I wasn't making any money, you know. But here it's not like that. They keep you super consistent and busy. You get just enough downtime between runs a lot that you get to sleep, so that's good. You always get your 10-hour breaks. So don't worry about sleeping. You're gonna get to sleep, trust me. The only thing I really wish is I had more time to take showers, because I don't, man. I'm lucky if I get a shower like every 4 days. That kind of sucks. But that honestly is my biggest gripe right now that I think about it. Because I thought I was going to shower today, and then I didn't have time. I had to keep this truck moving. And now I'm parked somewhere where I can't take a shower. So in the next 48 hours, I got to figure out how I'm going to take a shower. Because tomorrow is insane. I got to run like 630-something miles, like nonstop. Like, because I just don't have time to mess around. Because I have to get to my next location. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, ask questions, and I'll try to respond to you. But yeah, overall, scale 1 to 10, so far I'd probably give it a hard 7. A hard 7, which I think is very respectable for any company. You know, so yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Common sense ain't common.